Imagine waking up every single day, working tirelessly, thinking that hard work alone will make you rich. You show up to your job, meet deadlines, maybe even get a raise, and yet, by the end of the month, your bank account barely grows. You ask yourself, why is it that some people seem to get richer no matter what, while I stay stuck? The truth is simple, but few are willing to hear it. Most people aren't poor because they don't earn enough money. They stay broke because of the habits they repeat every single day without even realizing it. Habits that feel normal, socially acceptable, even encouraged. And today, we are going to break down the 5 money habits that quietly keep people financially trapped, along with the mindset shifts needed to escape this cycle. Let's start with the first habit, lifestyle inflation. This is when your spending increases as your income increases. Imagine someone who gets a raise of $500 a month. Instead of saving or investing that money, they upgrade their lifestyle. They move into a bigger apartment, buy a fancier car, eat at trendier restaurants, and suddenly, the extra income disappears almost as soon as it arrives. To an outsider, it looks like financial progress. But in reality, nothing has changed. You are still living paycheck to paycheck, just on a slightly higher scale. Lifestyle inflation is like running on a treadmill. You're moving, but you're not getting anywhere. Wealthy people, in contrast, maintain their lifestyle while investing the extra income. That difference, compounded over time, is the invisible force that creates wealth. The second habit is confusing liabilities for assets. This is a trap millions of people fall into without realizing it. They spend money on things that look valuable but are actually draining their finances. Luxury cars, designer clothes, the newest tech gadgets, or massive houses can make someone look successful, but they don't generate income, they generate expenses. The rich focus on acquiring assets that put money into their pockets: stocks, businesses, rental properties, and other investments. The difference between someone who remains broke and someone who builds wealth often comes down to understanding this simple principle. An asset makes you money, a liability takes it away. And the scary part? Society glorifies liabilities. Ads, social media, even family and friends often reinforce spending over saving, making this trap nearly invisible until it's too late. The third habit keeping people broke is lack of financial education. Schools teach us to read, write, and solve equations, but almost no one teaches us how money actually works. Most adults grow up learning how to earn a paycheck and pay bills, maybe save a little, but rarely learn about investing, passive income, inflation, or the power of compounding. Without this knowledge, decisions are often driven by fear or habit. People buy into get-rich-quick schemes, panic sell investments during market dips, and fail to understand the long-term power of investing. Financial literacy isn't just an advantage, it is the difference between struggling for decades and achieving financial freedom. The fourth habit is not budgeting or tracking expenses. Living without knowing exactly where your money goes is like sailing a ship without a compass. You may move, but you won't reach your destination. Many people swipe credit cards, pay bills, and assume everything is fine. But small, daily spending leaks, coffee here, subscriptions there, unnecessary online purchases, can silently drain hundreds or thousands of dollars each month. Wealthy individuals track their cash flow meticulously. They know every dollar coming in, every dollar going out, and allocate surplus wisely toward investments. Tracking your finances might seem tedious, but it's the foundation of building real wealth. The fifth and final habit keeping people broke is procrastination in investing. Many people believe they will start investing someday, after they earn more or clear debts. The truth: every year you delay investing costs you exponentially in lost compound growth. Starting today, even with a small amount, is far more powerful than starting tomorrow with more money. Wealthy individuals invest consistently, no matter how small the amount. They understand that time is the most powerful tool in wealth building. Waiting for the perfect time is a trap, because compounding works quietly in the background, and delaying it costs you decades of potential growth. Let's pause for a moment and talk about mindset. Habits alone aren't enough. Your beliefs about money shape your actions. Many people unconsciously adopt a scarcity mindset, thinking money is hard to come by, that wealth is for other people, or that they must work endless hours to survive. In reality, wealth is less about working harder and more about making smart, consistent decisions over time. Every financial habit reinforced by society — spending, procrastination, fear, ignoring budgets, is designed to keep most people in the middle class or below. The system isn't out to get you maliciously. It's simply structured so that repetition of these habits produces predictable outcomes. Breaking these habits isn't easy, because they're deeply ingrained and constantly reinforced. Lifestyle inflation is everywhere. Media encourages the latest gadgets, bigger homes, luxury brands. The social pressure to keep up is immense. Confusing liabilities for assets is made worse by Instagram, TikTok, and the constant display of other people's curated wealth. Lack of financial education keeps people dependent on advice that often benefits others, not them. Ignoring budgets and delaying investments are habits compounded by convenience, procrastination, and fear. The good news: recognizing these habits is the first step toward escaping them. And taking consistent action is the next. Start by tracking every dollar you earn and spend for a month. Identify lifestyle upgrades that are unnecessary and redirect that money toward investments. Learn the difference between liabilities and assets, and prioritize acquiring income-generating assets. Educate yourself on personal finance, investing, and passive income streams. Finally, start investing now, even if it's a small amount. Compounding rewards the patient and consistent, not the reckless or hesitant. Let's recap the 5 habits: lifestyle inflation, confusing liabilities for assets, lack of financial education, ignoring budgeting, and procrastination in investing. Each one seems harmless alone, but together they form a chain that keeps most people financially trapped. Recognizing them, understanding their long-term impact, and taking deliberate action is what separates the financially free from the financially stuck. Small steps today, repeated consistently, can lead to extraordinary results over time. Start today. Break the habits, change your mindset, and let your money work for you instead of against you. The people who take control now will be the ones enjoying financial freedom in the next 5 to 10 years, while those who don't remain trapped in the same cycle they've been living for decades. Remember, building wealth isn't about luck or talent. It's about habits, knowledge, and consistency. Stop repeating the mistakes most people make. Start taking control, and your future self will thank you for the decisions you make today.